Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to the edition of Old Ridge Farm. Alright, we got something going on today. As you recall in the last episode, I asked you guys whether you'd like me to continue or not, and that's still that applies now still. That's what I'm trying to say. So that still applies. So I've actually played this map quite a bit since last time. That's because this is the map I tend to do live streams on, and I can take the FPS off now. This is the map I tend to do live streams on, just because it's a nice map just to mess around with. So, like I said, if you'd like to see more, just let me know, and I'll continue the series. If not, let me know that you don't want to see it anymore, and I won't continue. So, anyways, this guy was just unloading the manure from the lamb facility right here, and I don't think, no. So let's bring up this real quick, and let's just take a look at our lambs. So we have 70 lambs, but they need some water, and they need some earth fruits, looks like. Water and earth fruits, but they have TMR. Okay, perfect. Water and earth fruits. I don't think, do we have? I don't remember. It's funny, I don't play in this map very often, so I can never remember what exactly I have, but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything that can carry water. No, I didn't think so. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what we have that can carry water. So we have, I believe it's in miscellaneous here. Yeah, we have these guys right here. This carries milk and water, and that carries that. So we could actually I don't need to buy that because I can get water from the river. Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and buy this. 23 an hour. Yeah, let's just buy it. Alright. Watch this. It'll be like, Iain, you already have something like that at the store. We'll just reset it. There we go. Perfect. And I don't know where all my tractors are. This guy is just doing this. Perfect. So I'll just take control. Of course, I forgot to set up my steering wheel. It's funny, like I hop into the game and then I'm like, hey, you know what? This will work out perfectly, and then I don't. There we go. And then I forget to do things like set up the steering wheel properly. It's not the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last either. All right, so we don't need this combined anymore. So we're just gonna sell this. Actually, let's check. Do they need straw? No, they have lots of straw. Perfect. So let's go ahead and just see if we can't get this. I think we're gonna have to adjust that quite a bit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. Let's not hit the tree, or try not to. There we go. Let's see if we can adjust it so we actually take it to the sell point. It's funny, I remember I was talking to Enzo once, which is one of the guys from the OEB team. And he was saying, apparently this spot right here where to sell straw was actually supposed to be removed in the final version. So he says. Kind of made me laugh a little bit. Alright. Let's get that done. Perfect. Let's just drive out of the way here. And what we'll do is we'll drop this off right here in this little area. And we will put it there. Excellent. So this is, like I said, Old Ridge Farm. I've played in it quite a bit since the last recording of it, but I have I've played in a lot, but mostly during live streams, so it's only like a couple hours at a time. So not a crazy amount in comparison to other maps. Let's say that. Some of the other maps I've played on a lot more. That's fine. We have straw. So what we're gonna do is gonna drive around and get that water container that is all the way around the back here. And then we'll go give our lambs a little bit of water. There we go. Here's the little area. Excellent. So, I noticed, I was looking at the numbers. I say the number of, I was looking at the number of episodes I actually have recorded on the newbie farm, and I think I already have like 20 episodes ready. Already, I should say. So I think what I might do, I have a new version of the same map, so I might upgrade to the new version and then start over maybe. Not sure yet, but it's something that I was thinking about, because in the new version, well, the version I have now at least, Frito-Lay's was working on it a little bit, and he actually added the compost mod to it as well, where you have to compost your, I think it's grass and straw, and then that turns it into like something you can spread on your fields, which is pretty cool. So he added that to the game as well. So apparently he's made quite a few changes. I haven't had a chance to check it out. Oops, I actually want to take that exit. I haven't had a chance to check it out 100% yet, but from what he was saying, he's made quite a few changes, and so has Roy, actually. Roy is planning on releasing the new version of the map soon, he tells me, and that he hasn't had a chance to work on it much lately because he was he got sucked into Space Engineers, he was saying, so which is fine. Happens to the best of us. I haven't got sucked into another game a lot lately. I've been playing a little bit of Hearthstone, but not a crazy amount. I know I released that Hearthstone video a while back, but people weren't too interested in that, which is fine. It's to be expected. It's a totally different game than I normally play, so I wasn't that surprised by that particular thing. So, oh, this guy can go and unload this, because apparently I have a little bit of wheat left in here. Alright, perfect. So we do need to plant the fields, it looks like, in which case we do need to get a planter. I don't think I picked up any new seeders. It's weird, I haven't seen any like nice, like any new seeders. It's just the same ones that I've seen. So it's a bit sad. It makes me sad at least. But yeah, I haven't seen any. These seed tenders are the only new things I've seen. But outside that, I haven't seen anything, so... Oh, perfect. You're done. Yeah. I don't know, but the console version of the game was finally released today. Yesterday? May 19th, I guess it was? I don't know. So hopefully everyone is pleased with the game who got it on console. I have no idea. I'm sure it's the same game, just in the console version, I guess. The only thing I don't know anything about. Apparently they do have the JCB DLC already, so I've heard. But mods, of course, are non-existent. No, it's right back here. Mods are non-existent, of course, because you can't get mods with the console version. As much as people try to tell me you can, but as far as I know, you cannot. So. Not very helpful. Actually, it's funny. What was it, last weekend? I was actually at my sister-in-law's house, and so that sound of lambs was very present there because she has some lambs at her house right now. It's pretty funny, actually. Especially when you're not used to it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to use the slurry here. How much slurry do we have? 100,000 liters, so quite a bit. Wow. Alright, so that was one thing I wanted to take care of. That's true. Totally forgot about that. Perfect. So they took the 9,000 liters of water. But we're just going to leave this water thing here because, in all honesty, we're only going to use it here for the time being. We could get beef cows as well. That is a possibility. But for now, I'm going to stick with lambs because I've raised beef before, and it's nothing I haven't done before. I'm just going to... Whoa. I'm just going to put this water tanker here in like the most difficult spot apparently for me to back into. This is one of the reasons why I don't play British maps, I think, because I'm terrible at backing up and maneuvering. But this almost looks like a bunker back in here, but I'm fairly certain it's not. That's good enough. I'm not going to store a whole bunch of stuff there. So let's take a look at slurry tankers actually. Slurry. That would be just a little ridiculous on this map, and so would these. The Marshall, though, would work fairly well. It only holds 9,000 liters, though. And this holds 18,000 liters. It's 130. This could work. This one's a bit bigger than this one, but I think either would work, really. I don't know if you see these in UK a lot. I know this is a British brand as far as I remember. This is a Canadian brand, apparently. And this one holds 10,000. And this one holds 9,000. Yeah, so the difference between like 700 liters, basically. I don't think the in-game ones are any different. Let's just check real quick. We have the Marshall. And we have, this is actually 11 meters, huh? And this is 50 meters. We could technically use the Zoonhammer then, or we could rent it at the very least. Holds 18,000 liters, and I don't think there's any, I think that's more of a transport. No, it does spread apparently. I've never used that before. This would be nice if we had like a area to put it, but I think maybe we'll rent the Zoonhammer. I have no idea how long it's going to take to rent though, or how long it's going to take to spread. So let's just rent it for 4 hours just to be on the safe side. Zoomhammer, of course, is German, I believe. I'm not sure. Well, it sounds German, so in this context, it would work well on this map, I think. Maybe it won't. I don't know for sure, but actually, what I could do is I could use the Zoonhammer plus the disc. That makes it 6 meters, though, and well, let's give it a go. I need to no, I don't need to cultivate. Never mind, because I'll just rent a seeder that cultivates for me, basically. But with a soil mod, though, not in the current version. You don't need to actually, but in the past version, you had to cultivate slurry into the ground. But in the current version, as far as my memory serves, you don't need to do that, which is kind of cool actually. All you need to do is you just need to, this goes all the way over there. I don't think I've ever been back here. All you need to do is spread it, and then it'll actually accept it, as far as I remember. Huh. Look at that. I don't remember ever seeing this. Anyhow. But it is pretty cool, because you don't need to do anything else after just spread it. But with manure, of course, with the soil mod, you do have to cultivate that into the ground, so keep that in mind. And the problem you run into actually with the soil mod and manure is the fact that you don't necessarily have a large plow. Well, in most scenarios you don't have a large plow, so it's not going to work. It's going to make your life a bit difficult if you want to use a small plow. Don't run into the tree, and you run into the tree. Yeah, it's going to make your life difficult with a small plow. Like, even with some of the in-game plows, they're only like 6 meters, I guess, roughly. And it is really not conducive to plow like a 20-hectare field with a 3-meter plow. Although I'm sure Hitman would love that, with going classic style with a 1-meter plow. I know that's one of his preferred activities to do, so. Although I'm sure he would disagree with that. Alright, so let's start off with let's go to field 3, I think. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, so because it should be fine, we'll see how this works out. Alright, my course play guy is just chilling out there, probably in the way, of course. Alright, so I'm just going to start recording a course just right in the middle of the field here. And what I'll do is I'll just record a refill course, so I can use it for any size of slurry spreader, basically. And there we go, perfect. And because this is the closest as well, this makes our life a little bit easier. So I'll record this course with them, and then I'll just do the spreading myself, basically. Unless I'm feeling really lazy, wow, or I have something else to do. I don't think it's funny because often, depending on how many, like, this is what I've discovered actually. Often, because I've been using the rental mod a lot, often there's not a whole lot going on at the same time because I only have one implement at a time. That's what I've discovered, at least. Alright, so take this nice and slow. There we go, perfect. Just want to make sure I gave myself enough space on either side there so vehicles didn't go all over the place, and the slurry's on the other side, so we'll just take a nice little... Nope. Why do I keep thinking... I don't know how many times I've done that, but I keep thinking that's like a way around. the barn. I have no idea why. Whoops, wasn't paying attention there. Forward, Ian, forward, not backwards. I don't know why. Every single time I drive on this map, I always think that goes around the farm. Around this little area here. Don't know why. Alright. There we go. Because in my mind, this just goes around and loops back towards it, but it doesn't. Alright, so let's take a nice wide turn here. And then we'll drive past this. Now I shouldn't need to put a waiting point here, but just for my own sanity's sake, I'm just going to put one here. And that should be more than close enough. And we'll refill this. 100,000 liters. I didn't realize this actually carried this much slurry. And then until I actually looked it up, I was like, whoa, how much slurry do we actually have? Then I looked at it and I was like, wow, that's quite a lot. Which is awesome, by the way. One sec, coffee break. So good. Which is awesome because using slurry, like if I was using a soil mod, I'd be so happy right now, but alas, I'm not. So, although as far as I can remember, the compost mod does work with. No, it does. I know it does for 100% work with the compost mod works with a soil mod. Now, I think I'm just going to do this because this is probably safer than trying to get to that little entrance there. And I'll just drive back the same way I came. So the soil mod and the compost mod do work together, which is cool. I just don't know. I believe it acts the same way as manure, solid manure. But I'd honestly have to check that out because I'm not sure. Frito-Lay's, like I said before, he has adjusted the newbie farm, so it does have the compost mod in it now, which is really cool, actually. So I need to get. I have the version that he's updated. I just need to use it. That's what it boils down to now. So, which I'm pretty excited for. But like I said, I do have quite a few episodes already recorded. I didn't realize how many I recorded, and I was like, "Ooh, that's quite a bit, actually." That's what happens when you enjoy playing on the farm. You just you end up there we go. You end up just recording without realizing how many you have in the bank already. But in this case, I have quite a few. Now, this particular map does have the Gulmisten lime mod installed, but because of the soil mod, I actually have it removed. So let's say this was F3 refill slurry. Perfect. Alright, so let's just get this set up here. And let's move this guy out of the way because he is totally in the way right now. And we'll just leave him here in the corner because we don't need him for anything else, really. Perfect. Alright, let's back this guy up. We'll do this, this, and this. And we'll bring up this real quick. And once I get better at backing up, there we go. Just need to pay attention this time. It's funny, backing up's a lot easier with the steering wheel, but you need to pay attention quite a bit. Alright, here we go. This is going to just be regular. I'd love it for it to look cool, but it doesn't. And that's primarily because I don't have the mod, that mod I was just referring to. It is fertilizing though, you can see it, but it's not as interesting. Yeah, I wish that that was just a standard thing of the game, but it's not. But I am going to use quite a bit of this, I suspect. Just based on, I've used 25% already. Alright, there we go. Do a little turn here. You don't own this field. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what field. I guess that's that field over there. I really should do something with the alfalfa. The cool thing about the alfalfa is that you can plant it and then it will actually fertilize your field as when you cultivate it, if memory serves. Nice. Yeah, with that mod installed, that would look really cool, but Unfortunately, it does not work that way. Yeah, well, I guess it's not too bad. If you were to do a lot of like all your fields like this, it would be a little on the pricey side, so to speak. There we go. Let's get this last little section here. Yeah, I don't know. It would be a little not pricey, but you would use a lot of it up. Like, this is a small field, and I haven't been able to do the whole field yet. I haven't even got well. I'm fairly close to doing the whole field, but to put it in perspective, like this is only one field and use 18,000 liters. So if you're doing like a larger field, like let's say on this map, like 22 for example, let's say you're doing field 22, like you would surely use like what I suspect would be hundreds of thousands, well not hundreds of thousands, but thousands of liters easily. Alright, now let's just get this last little section here. Because there we go. Now let's see if this works. It'll be a fertilizer course. Yes, I know it needs to be refilled. Oh well. First waypoint. There we go. That should just go and drive that. Alright, so our animals are good. I think they have. Is the manure all dealt with? Yes, it is. Perfect. So yeah, cool thing I did on one of the live streams. I managed to get this John Deere 3650 to actually automatically unload the slurry out of here, which is pretty cool. Which is, you know, it's the same way you basically make the same course as you would for a bunker for the BGA basically, but you just need to set it up so it's in that type of building. But I don't like doing it because it takes forever, and I'm bad. It's faster for the course play to do it, just primarily because I don't have a joystick or anything like that. I just use the mouse, so it's actually a lot quicker for course play to do it than for me to do it. So that's the reason why I set up course play for that kind of stuff. Thank goodness I knew where I was going the first time. Jeez, it's always a pain whenever you have to record a course play course and you're trying to go somewhere and you're like, oh man, where is it? This map's not too bad, I discovered, but there are other maps out there that are much more confusing. Like, what was it? Iron Horse, I always had back in 2013, Iron Horse was the map I always had troubles with. For whatever reason. Can never find out where I wanted to go. Right now. It's not going to refill, not in this context. But it'll just stop at the waiting point. At which case I can refill it manually here. It's cool how they have the little texture around the air though too. There we go. Being refilled. Excellent. So I think I'll stop the episode there for now, folks. I'll finish that rest of that field off camera, and then we'll come back next episode, and I think we'll have to use a bit more slurry somewhere else, I suspect. So anyways, folks, my name's Iain Robson. It's been an episode of Farming Simulator 2015 coming at you from Old Ridge Farm. I almost said Newbie Farm there. I'll catch you guys later.